TC Muzique. We're in again.
Well,
in
wonderful.
Here would be Studio A. Welcome to MTN on another Thursday night. We are alive. That would make this TC
Muzique. It may be Valentine's Day, but obviously it's Thursday as well, which is why we're here. And I don't know about you, but this red suit is just freaking me out in the best way possible. It really is. My favorite color is red, so I'm just happy all over the place now.
What was the moment in the West Wing? You can't do that. Well, why not? Because it's freaking me out.
In the best way possible, though. Don't forget that.
I get to dress up once in a while, and I take every excuse possible because it doesn't happen very much in my little life. I'll tell you.
Well, there you go. Might as well do it on live television, right?
Oh, yeah.
So while we're here, I might as well tell you about some of the things going down. What is really exciting is a lot of people that have actually been here this year have a lot of shows happening in the next couple of weeks, which doesn't always happen, but this time it did. So why don't I tell you about it?
Let's talk about people that you saw here first.
You did. So, first of all, we have Edie Ray playing tonight at the Acadia. So, don't leave us. I mean, you can because we are on live stream, so you can catch us later. But maybe try to catch both.
You want to see this.
Catch both. So, we also have tomorrow the Lone Crows, who are some of our favorites, will be playing at the Driftwood Char Bar. So
we like it out there. That's a great place to see people very, very close.
Very, very close. Intimate little setting?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, that'll be fun. Good. And one of my favorites, Courtney Yasmine Band, will actually be playing on Saturday at the Dakota Jazz Club, and it is her birthday this week. So when you head out there, be sure to say a little happy birthday to her.
I remember something about her, and I don't know exactly what it was, but there is some kind of award competition thing that you should ask her about.
Visit their Facebook page. They have a lot of things that are happening right now. So she has a new anime video that came out, a new animation deal, new songs dropping, a lot of exciting things going on with them. So check her out. And let's see, next Thursday, which would be a week from today, we have the Raw Artist Showcase. I go to these all the time. I love these. So it's down right in the club district down here at Fine Line. So you'll have a fashion show, you'll have live music, you have artists, some will be doing live painting and things like that as well. So it's all about the arts and it's tons of fun, dancing sometimes. It's a good time.
Some of my fondest memories come from days that were a blend of hairdressers and fashion designers and musicians, and if you go back far enough, some of them actually did work on me, but it's a while ago now, I admit. Things are simpler these days, but if you really want to, years ago as a photographer, I went to see one of the great Life magazine photographers speak to a whole crowd of photographers and aficionados, and his advice to somebody who wanted to study photography was study the great masters. And by that he didn't mean Richard Avedon, he meant Matisse and Gauguin. If you want to get involved in art, get involved someplace where you can be involved in all of them. You learn a lot more, and what you apply yourself to gets better and deeper as you go.
like the Raw Artist Showcase on Thursday. So,
precisely.
Moving on, next Saturday, so not this Saturday, next Saturday, I know, confusing. We have 2 shows that'll be happening, which is really exciting. First of all, the Grand Machine, who absolutely tow it up.
The Grand, yeah, and?
The CD release here, amazing. So, they will be playing at Mayslack's Music Lounge.
Whoa. And you gotta make a note of the fact that it's a new lineup. And we just went out to see them a week or so ago, and the new lineup is every bit as grand as the old lineup. It's still our Grand Machine.
So that'll be a really exciting show. And also we have the Rock the Catwalk event, which will be featuring La Madness at Poorhouse. And the benefits from everything and the proceeds will all go towards Treasured Chests, who our very own Kelly Moore heads up. So, 2 full TC Music connections there.
I'm so glad to hear a Treasured Chests event again. Kelly's not here with us because she's busy with important stuff like that.
Very busy.
And it's really good to hear that.
You know what else I want to hear? I want to hear some music.
Well, one little thing that I have to say. I have to say a little thing, but it's about a big thing, and that is next Monday at Grumpy's Northeast. Alicia Corbett with Tea and Sympathy will be having her CD release party. She's got a new one that finally came out. She's been scraping away and grinding away on this one for quite a while. It's finally done. It's great. And on Monday, the 18th, at Grumpy's, I think it's 7:30. Find out for sure and be there. It's Alicia Corbett and Tea and Sympathy. Now.
We've got a gentleman behind us that I know you've been wondering about. And he goes by the stage name Little Diamonds. He's kind of a big deal here in Minnesota.
We're going to talk in a little bit. And I have a feeling we're going to talk rather a lot. Because there is more to this guy than meets the eye. But right now, let's have him meet your ear.
Ladies and gentlemen, Little Diamonds.
Little Diamond.
This here's a tune I wrote called Lord Come Down. I went to China this last summer, and since I was going over there, I figured I could bring my guitar with me, and went up on the Great Wall, and I played this song up there, at the very top of the mountains up there in Beijing. Kind of had a little concert up there. This song's Lord Come Down. Lord, don't go. Take me with you when you go. I feel low, so low. I feel so bad. Listen to me now. Walk with me. We'll walk on down to the low-lit saloon where the drunks are bound. Don't say a word, don't make a sound. Have you seen this kind of sadness before? When you see their faces in all the low-lit places, they'll all plead their cases and drag you to the ground. show you how to do away with their frowns if you just follow me down to the low-lit saloon where the drunks are bound. Lord, where are you now? And you'll know then just about when to come down to earth and lend your gracious hand and mend your pitiful world and send someone who will help us when you're gone. This next tune is a tune I wrote that's got a little story behind it. My dad and I got a buddy up north. He lives in Duluth. He goes by the name of Harvey Van Horn. And he's about 60-some years old, and so he gets a little bored up there in Duluth, you know. Has nothing to do sometimes. And when he doesn't have anything to do, he goes and visits his grandma. She's like 94. It's actually his great aunt or something like that, but he goes and visits her, and at the age of 94 she smokes Pall Malls and drinks scotch, and the problem is they're banning cigarette smoking in her apartment building. And one time Harvey goes over there and he don't know where grandma is, and so he goes in the bathroom, and there she is leaning out the window, smoking out the window, trying not to get caught. And she says, "Harvey, I reverted back to my childhood." And figured that'd make a good song, so wrote this song up here called Duluth Grandma. Sunday evening I try to remember the weekdays that have passed me by. It won't stop till the end of December. It'll carry on by New Year's time. Looking out through that unclean window, see the world drenched to the bone. And I know my umbrella can't save it from the storm yet to come. Grandma's drinking scotch at the table, puffing down Pall Malls one at a time. Broken heart, dreary days won't faze me, but the rain gets me all the time. As the rain drops on my nose from somewhere in the sky, I know that somewhere out there, even God must ask why. And as I walk back to my shelter from everything unfamiliar to me, I take a look back to the sky, something that I never seem to see. And Grandma's drinking scotch at the table, puffing down Palmas one at a time. Broken hearts and dreary days don't faze me, but the rain gets me all the time. But the rain gets me all the time. Well, that's that tune there. Next one's another tune I wrote called Old Man Al. And there's no real big story behind this one, but I'm sure in the song you'll find a story if you'd like. Old Man Al pulled into the train station at dawn. All that was on his mind was a song that he wrote in the jailhouse where he belonged. Old Man Al, all they wanted to do is be free. Wrote of everything he could see. He had a heart full of soul and a mind full of hope and a dream that rode away. And he said, "Oh, let me go." He said, "Oh, let me know where to sew the wounds, let me know." Oh man, Al, he knew every trick in the book. He knew everywhere to look at the corner of the street where all the runners meet. But that's all that he wanted to see. Oh man, Al saw that all was gonna be gone. Saw that nothing would fit in a song, so he cried so long till all the tears have gone and all his dreams roll along. And he said, "Oh, let me go." He said, "Oh, let me know where to sew wounds, let me know." pleaded with the man upstairs. Tried so hard not to be scared of the days yet to come, of the hours of the morning when all would finally be done. Then the sun beat all down in the race to awake, and he watched it all from heaven's gate as the wind freely blew like he always wanted to do. And the old man cried inside, and he said, oh, let me go. He said, oh, let me know where to sew the wounds, let me know.
You know, every once in a while, I guess it happens to me more often than I might want, I see somebody. You're still in school, right?
11th grade. High school.
And you're from Twin Cities here, right?
Yeah, from North Minneapolis.
He's too young. He's too young to get it that much. You wrote those.
Yeah, I wrote them all, yep.
What he's trying to say is you were fantastic, and thank you for sharing. Exactly. Well, I understand that you taught yourself how to play guitar and the harmonica, and you write your own music. So
Yes.
kind of a self-made man here. Tell us about your journey a little bit.
Well, I was about 11 or 12 years old. My grandpa died. And when he died, he had this old junky leftover guitar. You know, sorry, Grandpa, it was pretty junky. But
Well-loved, right?
right, I mean, but I asked my grandma if I could have the guitar when he died, you know, and she said okay. And so I started teaching myself, you know, Johnny Cash songs or Tennessee Ernie Ford songs, stuff like that.
The stuff you heard on the radio, stuff you heard at home on records, what?
Well, it's funny you ask. It was actually on a tape player. When my dad used to get off work and I was real young, you know, we'd go out in the garage and listen to the cassette player in the truck because that was the only cassette player we had around. You know, my dad would have a couple beers after work and I'd sit there and we'd just listen to this oldie tape with Patsy Cline, you know, Tennessee Ernie Ford, Sonny James, all those guys.
To me, at any rate, now especially somebody, again, your age, you got lucky. Because in most cars, you had radios in those years that were not playing anything near that quality.
Yeah, that's why we put a tape in there, you know, because there weren't very many oldie channels, you know, so I had to put the tape in.
So started playing on your grandpa's guitar.
Yeah.
And then when did you pick up harmonica?
The harmonica wasn't right away. It was about maybe a year into it. I, you know, picked up the harmonica thing, put a harmonica in there, and just kind of figured it out, you know, what works, what sounds good with it.
Did you learn them together?
Yeah, well, I mean, I learned the guitar first,
Right.
and then, yeah, I didn't do it separately. I just put it in and played along.
Wow, well, there you
Somewhere
go.
along the line, you saw somebody do that and figured that you'd do it as well?
Well, you know, I thought it might sound good. That's about it, you know.
Multitasker. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So where do all of these songs come from?
Oh, that beats me. From the heart, I guess. I mean, that's the only place I could say, you know, they're
there isn't a box that it comes out of, somewhere.
You sit down to write songs, or do they come to you first and then you sit down and put them on paper?
They probably come to me first. They could come to you as you're walking down the street,
You do the napkins and receipts and...
No, I don't really do that thing. I'll just, keep it in my head or something if I can.
Sure.
Sometimes you can't,
So you have been playing in front of people for how long?
Well, about 4 or 5 years.
What was your favorite?
Oh, the favorite. Gosh, that'd be a tough one.
Well, give us 2 or 3 top ones.
Well, if you want, I played when I was about 13. I went and I played at the State Theater. I opened for this thing called the Hippie Fest, and it was bands like the Turtles and Three Dog Night and Paul McCartney's Wings, Denny Lane from Paul McCartney's Wings, Badfinger, Joey Mullen from Badfinger. There's probably Felix Cavalier of the Young Rascals, and that was neat to play for. And the neat thing is Felix Cavalier, he wrote the song, Good Lovin', Sunday, something about Sunday morning. You know it if you listen to it. Grooving on a Sunday afternoon. He knows it, yeah. See, coming to the rescue.
It's lovely to have the squirrels and skunks down at the treehouse here, as Axel Torgelson used to say.
But anyways, yeah, he'd recently been inducted into the Singer-Songwriter Hall of Fame, and after I played, he came into my dressing room. I didn't think anybody would be coming into my dressing room. And he came in, he peeked his head in, me and my dad were sitting there, and he said, I really like the songs you're doing, and I wish you well. And so that was a nice way to start things off,
And he comes from an era of craftsmen, when people really wrote songs. It wasn't some guy in a flannel T-shirt whining about his life. It was somebody that actually wrote songs.
Yeah.
And good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, as far as I'm concerned, you've got it coming, but it's good to get notice from somebody like that.
Yeah.
He knows too.
Yeah, the guy's got heart and soul. Real nice guy.
Number 2 after that, another favorite?
Sure, I'll give you another one. I went and played at this thing they have up in Hibbing every year called Dylan Days, after Bob Dylan, and they have a singer-songwriting contest, and I wrote a song called Song to Bob. It was about when Bob Dylan came to Minnesota to play at the Northrop Auditorium in 2008, Election Day, actually. And the story behind the song is that my dad and I my dad came up with this sign that said, 12-year-old wants to play with you tonight, give him a chance, Bob Dylan. And then on the very bottom it said, Johnny Cash will be proud. So we went up there by Bob Dylan's tour bus, and I held up the sign hoping he'd, let me come play. But anyways, I wrote a song about that and sang it at that singer-songwriter contest, and happened to win the contest with it at 12 years old. So, I mean, it was nice.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't get the gig with Bob, but you got the song out of it.
I got a good song out of it. So.
That's what's really important, right?
Yeah. So from Minneapolis to Hibbing to China.
To China, yeah. I went to China this summer and brought that Lord Come Down song with me over there. I'd written it before, but I brought it over there. And the Great Wall of China, when you're lugging a guitar up the Great Wall of China, it's tough. It isn't just flat like you see. Most of the wall, you're climbing up stairs that are about that thick each stair with the guitar, and I was climbing up to the very top. So it was a workout. I was wearing
They're not code steps.
Right. If you look up youtube.com/Elster123, LSTER123, or if you look up Little Diamonds on the Great Wall of China, you'll find it on the internet. But I'm wearing a Lakers jersey up there and my shorts and sandals. It was raining, but it was an experience, lifetime experience.
I'm envious. And I don't believe in being that way, but it's pretty tough sometimes.
Well, I'm envious of this suit.
I do what I can.
Yeah.
And think of it this way. If you had to be on the Great Wall of China, you and I would be doing pull-ups up those stairs. They were not built for short little people like
I'm
us.
not sure. I'd
Okay,
be
so
making
we
it
saved
at a
ourselves.
wall.
An extra workout.
The folks in China aren't very tall, so I mean,
true.
you'd probably be on the taller side, actually.
So what are kind of the next steps for you? Do you have next steps
Yeah.
that you're planning out right now?
Well, there's some stuff in the making. I can't.
Top secret
can't,
confidential?
Yeah, I can't whip it out of the envelope yet, but or the mystery box. What's going on? But I'll keep everybody informed.
Speaking of which, how do we get the information on Little Diamonds?
Well, I do have a Facebook page if you look up Little Diamonds. Also, if you go to that website, youtube.com/LSTER123, Elster123. Yeah, check those too. I should have info mostly on the Facebook page, but check the YouTube page too.
Okay. Is the YouTube page by any chance listed on the Facebook page?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Okay, so we have a one-stop that'll get us to everything else. We're going to ask about...
Why Little Diamonds? As
Oh,
your stage
that's a long
name.
story. Well, when my dad was younger, he went by the name of Diamonds. People called him Diamonds. That was his nickname. Dazzling Diamond Duke. His name's Duke.
Oh, there you go.
And the thing was, diamonds are a girl's best friend, And
Okay. Yeah, we caught you.
and
Happy Valentine's Day.
yeah, happy Valentine's Day, Dad. My grandparents, his mom and dad, were married today on Valentine's Day. It would have been 60 years today if my grandpa was still around.
Here we go.
Happy anniversary, Grandma.
But yeah, when people would happy anniversary, Grandma. When people would call the house, they'd say Little Diamonds is diamonds around. They just started calling me Little Diamonds. And when I went to my first open mic at Shaw's Bar, they asked me, what should we call you as? I just said Little Diamonds, and
Perfect.
it stuck.
Well, great.
See, he's got a story even for that. That's something that could be one of these tremendously pretentious things. I'm blind melon chitlin or something terrible like that. But no,
What's
you get it.
mean? You'll have to define that one for me.
It's not something that you came up because you thought it sounded cool and made you into somebody more important than you really are. You come by it legitimately. It was there beforehand. Somebody asked you, what should we call you? And you went, well, when I pick up the phone, they call me Little Diamonds.
Yeah.
Yep, it's very genuine. So I want to hear more genuine music.
One
question?
last important question. Is there any recorded output that people can lay their hands on?
Yes, a couple years back, I recorded an album in Matt Fink's studio, otherwise known as Dr. Fink. He played with Prince and the Revolution, and that album's called First Rail, and that's out there. I think you can find it at the Electric Fetus, or I have copies, of course, if you can, get a hold of me through my Facebook page. And I'm also working on an album right now, so that should be out soon, hopefully.
And we will look to be posted about that on the Facebook page.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, perfect. Let's hear some more original music, shall we?
We could talk forever, but TC Muzique is, after all about the music. And we are indeed fortunate to have this young man with us here tonight. And if you would, please honor us with a little more Little Diamonds.
Change up your harmonica and we'll be ready to go.
Sounds good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Little Diamonds.
Diamonds.
I'm just gonna take a little second here to tune up my guitar, but I figure I'll
I'll say a few thank yous. I'd like to thank the hosts here for having me on the show tonight, and Oz Yanez for inviting me down here as well, and everybody here at MTN, and my dad for taking me down here. You know, everybody deserves a thank you, and since it's my grandma's anniversary, thank you, Grandma, for having my dad. You know, without him, I wouldn't be here. So, you know, it's all interconnected there. Now, why? You know, I think in the cold, these guitars just untune themselves. Just a funny happening like that. Well, that ain't a good one. I'll tell you a little story about China since we're on the topic of it. I was getting a ride back to the airport with one of the representatives of the program I was at, their cultural exchange program, and I was asking him, you know, who's the president of China? And so I said to him, you know, who's the president of China? I'm just kind of curious. He says, who? And I said, the president of China. Who's the president of China? He says, who? I said, the president of China. That's what I'm asking, you know. Who's the president of China? And he goes, it's who? His name is who? And so, president of China is who? I think they got a new one now. It's I think it's he or she. The guy's name is actually she. So there's some there's a little tidbit for you. And here's a tune I wrote called Drive Away.
I can see you looking at me so silently. You just wanna be free and drive away with me. I love your smile, so stay a while. I love you like a child. I hold you like a queen. Drive away with me. All the way to California, babe. Pack the truck, we're gonna be late. Night's gonna kill the day. Let's drive away. I love the rain and I love the sun, but I'll go insane, 'cause it's gonna be done. So let's drive away, babe, let's go. Ooh, take me home. Ooh, where I belong. Ooh, sing our song and take us home. All the way to California, babe. Pack the truck, we're gonna be late. Night's gonna kill the day. Let's drive away. been a long, long while. We've drove many miles to where we are today. Now all we've got to say is let's drive away. All the way to California, babe. Pack the truck, we're gonna be late. Night's gonna kill the day. Let's drive away, drive away, let's drive away. 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 Drive away, let's go.
This next tune's a favorite of my pops. It's called I Wish I Had Never Met You at All. Some people call it Buffalo Bill, whichever. You can figure out the title afterwards, what you'd like to call it.
Sadie's sitting at the jukebox, waiting for the rock and roll. I'm sitting at the diner, waiting for my sloppy Joe. Sky's getting heavy, the rain's about to fall, and I wish I had never met you at all. I wish I had a car that runs. Maybe I'd drive to the sun. But now my tears are rolling down the wall, 'cause I wish I had never met you at all. The wind's blowing through the windowsill. I'm at the bar stool with old Buffalo Bill. He tells me a story of his long lost love, and he says, son, I wish I had never met her at all. Bars are closing, better get your last brew. Sun's gonna set, but it ain't nothing new. But when tomorrow comes, I ain't gonna call, 'cause I wish I had never met you at all. So Sadie's sitting at the jukebox, waiting for the rock and roll. I'm sitting at the diner, waiting for my Sloppy Joe. Sky's getting heavy, the rain's about to fall, and I wish I had never met you at all. Yeah, I wish I never met you at all.
Well, this next tune's here, if I can find my pick somewhere. Maybe I got picked off. Here it is. It's a tune I wrote called Too Early Gone.
I put flowers on the grave on a Sunday. They were gone before night came along, and I can't wrap my mind around it. Son, you're too early gone. Morning came, morning went, like a race car. I spent the night drinking my mind away, and I don't even know what went wrong, but I know you're too early gone. I woke early the next morning just to see the morning dew on the lawn. But before I could step out into the front yard, just like you, it was already gone. You know I love you, though I couldn't say goodbye. You were gone, for the tears filled my eyes. And even though you did no wrong, still you're too early gone. Now as the days pass on by, one at a time, I hope you know that you are on my mind. And someday you'll hear my song, but for now you're too early gone.
I'm gonna do a little faster paced tune for you. It's a tune I wrote called New Orleans Bound. I'd like to thank the cameramen here, the guys behind the scenes, for doing such a good job, too. This tune's called New Orleans Bound.
Crossing the bridge and looking down, oh, I see that water flow way on down to the south. New Orleans, it is bound. Oh, it is bound. Oh, it is bound. Oh, it is bound. Oh, it is bound. I'll take a boat and ride along, singing all the sailing songs. Sleep on the shore at dawn, and in the morning carry on. Carry on, oh carry on. Carry on, oh carry on. If I make it, I won't run no more. I'll crawl right on back to you. If I make it, I'll carry along, right on through, right back to you. Right on through, right back to you. All right on through, right back to you. I see the chaos in the towns, but I won't let it get me down. I'll ride on through without a sound, 'cause I'm New Orleans bound. 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 No one's gonna get in my way, not if I got anything to say. Travel 100 miles every day. Ooh, I'll find a way. 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 If I make it, I won't run no more. I'll crawl right on back to you. If I make it, I'll carry along, right on through, right back to you. Right on through, right back to you. All right on through, right back to you. Right on through, right back to you. Right on through, right back to you. Right on through, right back to you.
My eyesight's pretty bad. I can't read that. Here's a tune by the Avett Brothers. I've always liked this one. It's called Laundry Room.
Don't push me out just a little longer. Stall your mother, disregard your father's words. Close the laundry door, tiptoe across the floor. Keep your clothes on, I've got all that I can take. Teach me how to use the love that people say you may. Stop your parents' car. I just saw a shooting star. We can wish upon it, but we won't share the wish we made. Tonight I'll burn the lyric, 'cause every chorus was your name. Last night I dreamt the whole night long. I woke with a head full of songs. I spent the whole day, I wrote them down, but it's a shame. Tonight I'll burn the lyric, 'cause every chorus was your name. Break this tired old routine, and this time don't make me leave. I am a breathing time machine. I'll take you on for a ride. I am a breathing time machine. I'll take you on for a ride.
Thank you very much. Thank you, MTN. Thank you, Muzique. Thank you, Oz. Thank you, everybody.